From Rams Head Center Stage at Maryland Live, this is Poker Night in America. Welcome to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen. Poker pros Matt Glanz and David ODB Baker have each graced our table numerous times, so we figured we should get to know them a little better. In this episode, we'll spend some time picking their brains, but first, let's see them in action at our cash game being held in the Rams Head Center Stage at Maryland Live.
Matt performs at clubs every night, but only to one person.
But that one person has a great time.
Yeah, right, he has a great time, but they're laughing by themselves.
The blinds for this cash game are $25 and $50, $5,000 minimum buy-in. Players also taking advantage of a $100 optional straddle. Gene Drubetskoy is going to limp in. Tom Schneider, he raises to 225 with ace-king. Quick call from Matt Glanz with jack-10. Jason Somerville will call. Gene folds. Three players seeing this flop together here at Maryland Live. Flops 3-8 queen, all spades. Lance bets 400.
What do you got left, Matt? 600, something like that?
675.
I like your hand.
I got a lot of outs. 9, 10, or jack.
It's Tom. Spade's going right away.
There's no spades left.
He'll find one.
And there's a 10. That gives Matt Glanz a pair of 10s. He's not out of the woods yet, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Glanz.
Now the river is a deuce, and so Matt's going to double up through Tom
I
Schneider.
tell you, I run bad in
See
this.
how bad he's running?
It's unbelievable how bad you're running.
He's running bad. That's why I put it in.
I don't even know how you stay in the game as bad as you're running. Unbelievable.
You're running bad, Tom. I feel bad for him.
Yeah.
You feel bad for him?
I feel awful. This game's not even on the up and up. Oh, thanks for joining us, Craig. You don't understand how to read a clock? You don't know what 340 is?
Yeah, I just had to do 4 interviews, man. 4.
Cool.
4.
All right, Schneider's back in with queen-8 of spades.
I'm trying to be an ambassador because Joe Hashem said I'm not a good ambassador. So what I did for him to be a good ambassador is win a massive pot off of him in LA at a cash game. Slow rolled him. No, I didn't slow him. But it was really nice. It was really nice.
Make a really bad call.
The first time I see him after that.
Wait, I guess we're all in? Are we all in?
Yeah, I would assume so. I was prepared to make a really bad call. I did have a queen.
3 now. The 3 is the one he's going to hit.
Yeah, of course. He won't hit an ace or king. That's 100%.
All right. You jinxed me.
That's right. Team Merson over here, right?
You're the worst player ever.
Let me drag this in.
You're the worst player ever.
You jinxed me.
That's up. Oh, Matt's awesome. Matt's fun. I love playing with Matt. He needles everybody. He's hilarious.
You could be down 100,000 and Matt will be needling you nonstop. He will never let up.
Trust me,
Mike is the same, win or lose.
Yeah,
All the time.
the decibel level is
You never
sure
know
the
whether he's
same.
winning or losing.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with that, you guys. I don't think you guys understand.
Gets plenty of action. It's good for the game. I like him.
He really is a great ambassador for the game. He speaks eloquently, but and articulately. I think that he's someone I really admire a lot.
I really just want to continue to promote the game and just keep shining the light on the positive side of poker. As long as it keeps broadening in this country, it will really make me happy. I know the more the game grows, the better it is for me personally. So I just love poker so much. I love that it's just a game that it's just mano a mano when you're at a table in a hand against someone and you're just trying to outthink your opponent. And it's a spirit of competition where when you get to be my age, over 40, you can't be involved in every sports league, softball league, or pickup basketball league around the neighborhood. So poker is where you can get the competition out of your system, and I really, really enjoy that.
It was cut off button. You don't understand the mind of the youngsters.
I do actually. I thought he wasn't.
Your hand is so under rep.
Plus they're fake. So
I know, but he's got a real hand there.
they look good.
I mean, he might only have like ace king or ace queen, but
David Baker raises with pocket aces.
that's why you're stuck 10,000 in the game.
Somerville folds. And now to a new player at the table, Scott Baumstein in the big blind. Re-raises with ace king of hearts. Back to David Baker. David trying to disguise the strength of his hand. A min raise to 2,000. Quickly, ODB says, yeah, I call. It's a $12,000 pot for Scott Baumstein as he just sits down.
The seat hasn't been running too good.
So brutal. Definitely.
Welcome to the game.
Not as bad as you, Tom. Not as bad as you, but the seat
It's
hasn't
not
run
running as bad as me, but it is.
Fives.
Six of hearts on the turn.
I would have folded if I saw a flop.
Six on the heart. Six of hearts on the turn.
Nah, that's fine.
Here comes the turn. It is a deuce. So Scott needs a king on the river to win or a 3 to chop this pot. It is a 10.
You're not so good, Baker.
It's disgusting. You are disgusting.
And David Baker is going to pull a $12,000 pot.
Good game, Scott.
Baker, you make me
Nice
sick.
playing with you guys.
It's the rent on that seat is $5,000 a hand.
All right, so you were telling me about the jersey?
Danielle got his very first hand, and she played too on that seat, but she won with quads.
She did.
When we come back, more chips fly across the felt. Plus, a little later on, we'll sit down with David O.D.B. Baker and find out what makes him the original.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
Thanks for coming back to Poker Night in America. We return to Rams Head Center Stage here at Maryland Live.
When I used to go, I lived in New Orleans. I grew up in New Orleans. I went to tons of Saints games. And my dad would take me to Saints games. We would always buy from scalpers.
I mean, right away when he doubles up, it's like
Right.
And
We don't care.
came to Baltimore. It's the only place I've ever bought fake tickets.
Bought what?
I bought fake tickets.
Oh, wow.
The only place I've ever.
Well, yeah, welcome to Baltimore, you know.
We paid like $300 for tickets, and they weren't good. And so then we go to.
Bust Scott again.
Scott's back in with ace king.
See if we can bust Scott again real
oh
quick.
my God, Gavin, you make me
And
sick.
Gavin Smith folds
Don't
his
show me
ace
like
king.
that.
Much to the chagrin of Matt Glanz.
Really? What's going on here?
Scott Baumstein starts the long road back.
Wow.
I wish I could get that hand.
I wasn't folding against Somerville.
Rams Head Center Stage here at Maryland Live, usually hosting great live music, but tonight hosting the Poker Night in America cash game. Poker Night in America brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
I don't think it really matters. I don't think that hand plays on it.
It was.
Greg Merson was in a $100 straddle. He will call the raise with Queen 10 of diamonds. Back to Scott with 5-7 of hearts.
The biggest growing sport in the world. The fight yesterday was amazing.
It's still wrong. It's still wrong that Floyd Mayweather can make 50 million and like Anderson Silva would make like $1 million in his fights or something, you know?
Well, Anderson made more than $1 million, but
And Scott wants some action fast at this table. He re-raises to 1,150. Gene Drubetskoy plays here at Maryland Live as well, quite a bit. We got raises all over this table. We're now at 2,500.
Did you enjoy that experience? Did you enjoy that experience, Craig?
Look at that quality.
That is quality. Yeah, that's way better than we thought. Wow, how'd you fold?
What do you think I'm in there with the 7-9 off there? You're absurd.
If that was Greg Mueller, he'd have called it 2400.
Yeah, you're right. By the way,
Yeah, somebody owes me 200.
I know exactly what you had.
I got the bet down here.
I know exactly what you had.
It's 1,200 minus.
Just because of that comment.
Oh, is it you that owes me 200?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's 200. I wrote the bet down.
It was definitely 200. So Jesus, I only.
Well, I got the bet written down here. Right when we made it.
Scott will stop his bluff.
Gonna see it?
And Gene's going to take down a nice big pot in showing the world his
That's
pocket
it?
kings.
That jacket is so absurd. It is.
It's not good luck anymore either. I think I'm gonna take it off.
I think the fact that you took it off was your curse. You know, you basically dissed the jacket because you were a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, you've been running bad like Tom ever since.
No, not as bad as Tom.
Raise it up, 200.
Is it 200? All right. Would you guys all mind if we just gave Matt Glantz aces every couple rounds so he'd play a hand? You guys okay with that? We just.
He said he only likes to play against you.
He does like to play against me.
That's working out well for
It's
him.
working out real well.
Was that 200?
He's only playing against Tom when he's running bad, and he's still losing every pot. Imagine if Tom was running good, you'd be stuck 30,000 right now.
Imagine.
You'd be getting credit from everybody at the table.
Tommy Run Bad is killing me today.
Tom, will you loan Matt back the money that you won off him?
Yeah, sure. If he wants it.
200.
Damn it.
You know when High Stakes Poker was on TV, all the guys were getting like 800 an hour or something?
1,400 an hour.
14? So insane.
How insane is that?
A check and a 350 bet from David Baker. Trying to keep this pot small with that queen on the board.
I turned it down every time.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I never bet on High Stakes Poker. I got invited every time.
The river is a king, another scare card. Let's see if Gene's going to finally make a bet instead of just calling all the way to the river. He's probably going to win the pot if he does.
All you do is sit back and wait for full tilt checks.
yeah, I mean, if you're getting $500,000 a year from full tilt, why play a 100K super hard cash game?
If Baker calls this, he's the worst player I've ever seen.
What? Something about me, I'm sure.
Nothing to do with you, I swear.
No? You both looked at me and started busting.
That's what I said.
Well, Gene definitely has one of the best players in the world confused here.
What if you're betting a hand better than mine, though? I feel like it's king, queen, or I win, but I don't know. You might have a better
In
hand.
history of poker.
He makes the call. Gene doesn't want to show,
You're wrong, lads.
but he does, and David Baker's going to show a winner.
You're wrong. You know what he was saying, Baker? He says if Baker calls this, he's the worst player in the world.
Ever seen.
Great call from David Baker.
Nothing better than winning the pot and making Matt look bad in the process.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a spot where I would normally fold. Matt Glantz even said that he wouldn't have called getting 20 to 1, that he was so sure that Gene had the hand that he was representing. And I broke down the hand and really felt like I was highly likely to have the best hand. So I called and I won, and I was right.
You're wrong, lads. You know what he was saying, Baker? He says if Baker calls this, he's the worst player in the world.
Ever seen.
Dave Baker, I've known for 10 plus years. Really one of the best all-around players if you count every single discipline of poker. He's one of the best limit hold'em players, oh my low. He plays all the games well, the stud games, and he even plays no limit really well, and he's had a lot of success in the last couple of years. He's one of the toughest players to play against in all the games.
The good thing about me is I don't really have a style. I'm able to be one of the tighter players at the table and to be one of the looser players at the table. So I just adjust to the people around me, and I also adjust to how they're playing against me. So I kind of try to play off of that, and I kind of try to do the opposite of what my table and the players at the game are doing.
Closed captioning is brought to you as a public service by Poker Night in America. Welcome back to Poker Night in America, back to our no limit cash game here at Maryland Live.
I don't know. If he's like setting up a lineup, I don't think he's gonna let me
Fold
play.
Jack 10.
He comes off a little cold at first.
No. I think we're like cool and stuff, but in terms of like, I don't think he'll let me play in a game ever. 150.
Greg Merson, the world champ from right here in Baltimore, going to raise to 150.
Like,
Scott calls.
the highest quality of player he'll bring with him is Jeff Gross. know, he doesn't play terrible, but he certainly,
10,000 now.
you know,
Yeah,
isn't at Antonio's level.
he invited me into a pretty big game once. With him,
Couple of
Rask,
spades on the flop, and
and,
it's 10
Macau
high,
guy.
so that gives Greg Merson top pair. And Scott has absolutely nothing,
I
but
think
he's
I can get
betting.
in. I think Bill would let me in.
Glance calls.
I'm pretty sure I could get in. I'm pretty sure I could get in the RA games in.
Merson raises it to
Yeah,
900.
I'm pretty sure.
You know John Rivera really well?
I know Bobby Baldwin pretty well.
I guess I'll do it.
You give off the aura of action. He knows that. That's why he can be a nit and win.
So Matt does call, so we will see a turn. Turns a 3. That's actually pretty good for Matt. He now picks up the open-ended straight draw to go with the flush draw. Matt Glantz, one of the great
42.
thinkers in the game, raises to 4,200.
Who the hell woke up Matt? What's going on? Someone got him all hot.
You told me I only play aces.
Why didn't you just go all in?
And now the thinking's on Greg Merson.
I am going to go all in and lose.
All in.
What do you have?
All right, the chips are all in the middle. It's a nearly $15,000 pot, depending on this river.
That's why, because he runs like
He
that.
runs so good, he always makes 2 pair. Oh, I didn't even see it.
Oh, wow. Guess what? Guess who's got his voice back? Somebody's funny now all of a sudden.
Alan, I'm not your mule.
Yeah, right.
He threw it at me.
David, are you kidding me with aces again?
You're supposed to put it in a
Alan
baggie and
Kessler.
shove it up your butt, right? Because that's the only way you can carry it.
So I owe him 1,000.
As a mule.
He raises to 150. Matt
like
calls
this-
with pocket
like
eights.
this.
You muled for the cast?
Yeah, right?
Somerville calls with 6-3. That's right. Get some of those hands in there. Let's see how David Baker can play against ace crackers. Jack 10 definitely in that ace cracking range. This time David's got to take his aces versus 3 other players.
Let's see how bad Baker plays this hand.
Flop is 4, queen 3.
I just know how he was telling us he was worth 1.5.
It's because they're limit games. Limit games.
Jason Somerville bets 400.
I didn't even bet my hand.
Call from Baker. Lance mucks the 8s.
I'm playing a Omaha tournament with Alan Kessler. There's some old crusty guy. This guy plays in every Omaha tournament. He plays tight as a drum. He has the pot scooped before the river. And this guy catches a miracle card, like a 1-outer. And Alan looks at the board. This guy gets up. It's his last hand. He gets busted out of the tournament by getting a 1-outer. And Alan goes, God, wow. That's you just got 1-outed. That's really bad luck. And the guy goes, no. To Alan, like Alan just explained something to him that he had no clue. The guy plays every Omaha. It's just funny.
Aces
God, that was-
scoop
that was really
3,400 for Baker this time. Maryland Live, located just outside of Baltimore, about 25-30 minutes from downtown.
Do we need reservations for?
Wow.
Do you know how long our dinner break
Mercy's up
is?
his own time.
1 hour.
It's on Scott Baumstein. Calls.
He's like the nicest kid, so he really is.
Hey, okay, guys.
Gene Drubetskoy raises with pocket kings. David Baker re-raises with pocket
And
aces.
if he's dealer, we get 50 from the pot goes to the dealer. Just so you know.
But we're gonna. But when
A little
Greg
late now, but-
when Greg comes back, he owes $5. Hey, Greg, you got to owe $5 because you weren't here for the time pot.
This is yours. That's you.
We'll see who you owe it to, though. We got to see who wins the
Isn't
pot.
it $7? Not 5.
Oh, wait, it's more than 5. Yeah. $7, Greg.
I don't have 7.
And you missed Australia. You got to put 100 in the next spot.
Yeah, I know.
$7, Greg. You're gonna owe it to Gene, the guy who's obviously got a better hand than Baker right now.
That's the funniest thing you've said all day.
Wow.
I feel like my day's been wasted now. Most of my jokes are indirect needles.
Well, David Baker is going to play this one a little slower than last time. He's just going to call the raise, see if he can get Gene to commit more chips on the flop. And that's a great flop for both of these hands, so I expect that Gene's going to be putting all the chips in the middle here on the flop. $2,100 is the bet. Here comes the raise from David Baker.
I'm not allowed in.
We got some stuff going
He
on.
bets enough to put Gene all in. And here's the bad news.
You have 2 kings, right? Yeah.
All right, here comes the turn.
Hey, we got aces.
Ooh, it's a queen. And the river. It's a 6. That pot worth $17,000 in cash.
Guess who's buying dinner tonight?
Come back after the break to see which poker playing Olympian came by our cash game here at Maryland Live.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
Thanks for coming back to Poker Night in America. To watch complete episodes and to find out more about our upcoming events, log on to pokernight.com or connect with us on Facebook or Twitter. For everyone here at Poker Night in America, I'm Chris Hansen, and that right there, ladies and gentlemen, is the most decorated Olympian of all time, Mr. Michael Phelps. Who knows, maybe next time we'll get him to dive into the pool with our sharks.
Why are you not in this game?
Poker Night in America is brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
I feel like I really dropped my ball too on the win of opportunity on my 50 meters versus your 100 meters bet. I don't think I can beat you now.
Yeah, I'll still do it.
I've been thinking about it. I feel like you'll get 20 yards on the die, but your weak part of your swim has always been your turn. I want to make the bet. I really think I can beat you.
From Rams Head Center Stage at Maryland Live, this is Poker Night in America. Welcome back to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen. We've been seeing some amazing poker at our cash game in the Rams Head Center Stage at Maryland Live, and tonight is no exception. In this episode, we'll see all the poker and personalities you've come to expect, plus Nolan Dalla will have some controversial thoughts on poker room etiquette. But first, let's check out our 25-50 table already in full swing. Blinds are 25 and 50 at our cash game.
I moved to Anchorage in January.
Seriously?
Yeah. My family and I are all up there. I run a game up in
Most players taking advantage of a $100 optional straddle.
I can't tell if you're bluffing. You don't seem like you're bluffing. You moved out of Vegas?
Well, I lived in Boulder City anyways, but yeah, I lived out of Boulder City.
Boulder City is north of Vegas?
No, it's on the way to Phoenix. It's where the Hoover Dam is.
Oh.
South.
Joe Cashin calls with a suited King Jack.
So it was only a 10-hour flight here. Well, it was actually 2 5-hour flights. It wasn't 10.
Only 2 flights.
You got that poker night haircut.
Cashin flops 2 pair.
Check.
Schneider bets 250 with his threes.
It was long. And I hadn't shaved in like 2 months or something absurd.
Call.
Get in the dungeon. You shaved today? What? You just shaved today? Oh, no, I shaved last night, but I got a haircut.
Chad Power makes it 1,100 with his flush draw and his big straight draw.
Yo, this is my favorite one.
That's your favorite one?
Yeah.
I almost wore mine, but then I realized you're here and you might wear a Maryland.
I figured you'd wear some Maryland stuff.
Schneider gets out of the way.
Kind of shit you didn't.
Yeah.
You know, like, right, and try to represent your state.
Let's go in GQ with that Bellagio watch.
This doesn't even work.
Is that a Bellagio watch?
Call.
Cashin calls.
Why do you wear it if it doesn't work?
For TV. I never wear it. I need to get it fixed. I need to get it like wound. I couldn't get it wound anywhere around here. I have to bring it to Vegas with me this summer.
It appears to me that there's probably some way you can wind your own watch. You don't. It seems weird to me that you would buy a watch that you have to get wound.
No, he won it. The Bellagio. It's like a Bellagio watch.
The turn, it is a 3.
Wait, Jason,
Both players check.
No, Somerville.
Joe Cashin checks. And the river gives Power the flush.
I usually wake up I usually not awake yet.
I'm surprised you didn't
$3,000 in the pot. The bet is $1,800 from Chad.
I'll call.
My left eye hurts.
I thought you had it.
And a big first hand for Chad Power, scooping $6,500. Poker Night in America, brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
It's nice to not f up the first one, or mess up the first one.
You made a good check raise.
Loves it. Like wore it, right? He wore around those shirts you guys made for him. Like,
well, you know why.
He's got a company that makes him shirts now. He's got a company that actually makes him those shirts now.
Dave, your first up, 54.
Does he know he doesn't pay for a shirt he wears?
No.
Jack of clubs.
Oh, Jack of clubs is in the mug, guys. Thank you.
And action's folded around to Gavin Smith on the button.
I'm bombing a donkey.
Where in Zorana Park are you, Joe?
You know this isn't going to get by you down here.
Schneider was calling with pretty much anything there out of the big blind. And here's the flop. It's 3-4 deuce with 3 hearts.
Got a 10-year-old boy goes to
And everyone checks.
What elementary school?
Oak Hill.
The turn is a 5. That gives both Power and Schneider a straight. Gavin will fold with nothing but a flush draw. River's another 4.
Check.
Power has the bottom half of the straight. Schneider has the winning half of the straight.
Running bad again. Hey, I only had King Queen, you rat. The King 6 was money. Running bad again today.
Tom Schneider continues to do very well at this cash game here at Maryland Live.
You do what?
Snow removal.
Snow
I'm a
removal.
contractor. So if it snows out there, I might get a phone call.
It's good to be honest.
100 live strategy.
So you're not like Tom. You're not fooling yourself into thinking you ran not different Tom. You're thinking you run bad.
Gavin's gonna get things started again with pocket aces. Raises to 300. And now a re-raise from Chad Power. Being very active here in the first couple of hands.
Who lost the last pot? Is that me?
All in.
Raise. Players all in.
You win.
Still a bluff.
Queens plus. Ace king.
Hell of a bluff.
It's good timing on my part.
When we come back, more poker. And later, Nolan Dalla gives us his 2 cents on some poker room etiquette. Stick around.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
Thanks for coming back to Poker Night in America. I'm your host, Chris Hansen. Let's get back to the No Limit Cash game here at Maryland Live. Poker Night in America brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
No.
No, you don't like that idea?
Not really.
You're kind of, you're not a glass half full kind of a guy today.
I just feel like it puts too much pressure on me.
Cash and calls.
No, I am a glass half full guy. I already said that.
I know you are, but I'm not like, I feel like your glass empty.
World champ Greg
My glass
Merson
never had
calls.
I never realized yesterday that these little shiny spots, that's like where you're supposed to show your cards.
Are you kidding me? You went through the whole day and didn't know that?
But over there, it's, yeah.
Nor is your liver.
I didn't notice that either.
Huh?
But mine's,
Nor is your liver.
What?
Yeah, because I was in
No.
Flop is
I think
ace,
my liver's a
jack,
sponge.
queen.
Yeah, I hope you don't put down that you're an organ donor on your driver's license. I would not want your liver. Although it's highly functioning.
I don't currently have a driver's license. I could have it back, I think, if I wasn't so lazy. But it's currently under suspension.
Wonder why.
The turn is a 10, and that gives Merson the straight.
But I feel like driving is a right and not a privilege, so I just do it anyways.
Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way, actually.
7 comes on the river. Harder first to act, he checks. Merson bets 200 with his straight. Harder's got 2 pair.
Did they change? Why is everyone so quiet? It's only a $200 decision.
Yeah, I know. Hey, everybody has a big decision.
For $200, Christian will fold.
Gotta be quiet. Let him.
He's playing against a world champ, that's why. I mean, it wasn't a world
Greg
champ.
Merson, the Baltimore area native, wearing his Terrapins baseball jersey at the table today.
Yeah, stays in. Now's actually when you do the runways at the start. Now you actually want to pay the time, right? I can't wait for the dealer change. Can we have dealer changes on 15 minutes today?
Action's on Tom Lang. He folds. And we're folded around to Donkey Bomber, Tom Schneider. Queen 9 of hearts is worth $300. And now to David Baker.
Poor Joe had pocket 9s there, and I just ripped that 6 off like it was nothing.
Will raise with Ace King of Diamonds to 850.
That was the dealer's fault. That wasn't my fault. I was rooting for you. Look at them taking advantage.
Merson folds his $100 straddle, which is used to induce action at the table. But right now the action's with Schneider and Baker.
Yeah, I'm taking the straddle off.
You're gonna punish him.
Flops ace, deuce, queen. It's middle pair versus top pair.
Oh, I keep forgetting it's small one.
$550 the bet from Baker, gets a call from Schneider.
Well, you did get you did a deal one in PokerStars, right? That was like $1 million, right?
Yeah. I cashed the main event there, and I cashed the main event at LAPC.
Yeah, it was really like deceptive though when you chopped it for $1 million. Like you really hid the deal well or whatever. Didn't you tweet?
Turn is
Chopped the
a
main
5,
event
so
to
Baker now also picks up a flush draw.
25K. Yeah.
You're allowed to chop in those though.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, you're allowed. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you're supposed to play for like 10% of whatever's left. So there was like 2 million. So we were supposed to play for 200,000. So we had to chop that on the side. And then I started going all in blind. So like the reports were that I was just going all in blind for 200,000 on the line. And people were like, "What are you doing, man? Why would you do that?" Like random people, you know?
Just a gambler.
Because he won. Like he won the trophy or whatever.
Oh, that must have hurt you.
$1,050 the bet from Baker, Schneider thinking it over.
You know, if you had actually won, then you could have wore a nice trophy like Charters did into the game. Nobody else has any of those. Why don't you try to trump him and wear your main event bracelet to the fucking table?
I haven't seen it in over a year. It just sits in the bank.
I gave my bracelet away. Gave it to my brother.
Yeah, I gave mine to my
Tom
dad.
Schneider is not buying what David Baker is selling as he puts another $1,000 into this pot, over $5,000 total now. And here comes the river. It's an 8 of spades. Tom is checked.
No, it's late. It's late, Reggie.
Late Reggie. Are they gonna name it Charter?
Is it a girl or a boy?
It's a girl.
This might
And
be
the
a
bet
text
from
message.
David Baker is $1,250.
Induced labor on Thursday.
For our
We're
first,
going to induce it on Thursday, huh?
for our first baby, we induced labor, and my wife did 15 hours of labor before we did a C-section. It was a fucking brutal day for me. She didn't even apologize.
Gavin Smith with some interesting views on childbirth.
How many kids you got?
2.
Schneider's trying to figure out whether or not David Baker has a huge hand or absolutely nothing.
And a couple grandsons.
Your 10-year-old already has kids?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
He already has, and he's already an uncle.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I'm mixed up now.
You said you had 1 kid.
You said I have 10-year-old,
I
just
got one kid.
Oh, his wife.
And his mother had a daughter from a previous relationship. And
That makes sense.
Okay.
her daughter had
I wasn't
2
able to
kids.
wrap around it. I wasn't able to wrap myself around it. It's tough.
And Tom makes the call, and ODB is going to scoop a huge pot here, $7,500.
He's been an uncle since he was like 4, as a matter of fact.
Wow. Baker's running good again. Tom's running bad again. It's tough being you, Dave. At least you're going to start talking a lot more.
When we come back, Nolan Dalla's 2 cents on our sense of sense. Who writes this? Closed captioning is brought to you as a public service by Poker Night in America.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask you a favor. Would you please take a bath? Would you please brush your teeth before you arrive at a poker table and play for 8, 10, 12 hours next to me with skunk breath that absolutely decapitates me? You're wiping us out by not taking showers, baths, brushing your teeth, and wearing sleeveless t-shirts and showing us your armpits. I'm sorry, something must be done.
Oh, soap and water make you cleaner than you used to be, cleaner than you used to be, cleaner than you used to be.
There are rules in poker. You can't leave in the middle of a hand. You have to post your blinds, no string bets. How about a rule, how about a casino rule that essentially enforces personal hygiene? Brush your teeth, take a shower. You must come to the table dressed in an appropriate manner. You shouldn't have to sit there in a poker room and smell like an animal died 5 years ago and you're sitting there at the table having to smell this. Poker is painful enough, it deals us enough bad beats, and I don't like the bad beat of somebody that stinks sitting next to me. I'm Nolan Dalla, and that's my 2 cents.
Ah, Nolan Dalla, just waiting to explode at any moment. Back to the cash game.
I'm only the executive producer for today because Todd had to go to New York.
David Baker makes it 150. Christian Harder calls. Joe Cashin makes it 550 with queens.
You guys. That hand's a beauty.
Second that.
I'd like to have that hand on the runway.
They're called bangers. We call them bangers down here.
Bangers? I only went to runways yesterday because you told me they were called
Yeah,
runways.
and you have to declare. Well, I didn't want to call them bangers because no one, I was being a little shy.
I prefer to call them bangers.
We call them bangers, and in order, you have to declare. You have to call it. Normally, the one who calls it will win. So.
I'll call them bangers. I
Both
like
Baker
bangers.
and Harder called the pre-flop raise. And now everyone checks around with the ace on the board. David Baker is in the lead. Turn is another diamond and pairs the board.
Who calls more than you or
Continue
Harder?
to check around.
They don't let him play in the game that I play.
$1,700 in the spot.
I haven't been playing it that much recently.
Why don't they let him play? He's too good?
There's only a few pros that get to play. The game's not like
Baker bets
exceptionally
300.
amazing
And
or
there's
big.
deuces go to
It
him
probably
up.
plays like small 25. I guess it plays about the same as this
You
game.
got the ace. That figures.
Maybe a little smaller.
That
David
figures.
Baker's going to scoop this pot worth over $2,000 in cash. Poker Night in America brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
See, when we watched him win the World Series, we saw him excel at that area of the game. Yesterday, we saw him really excel at calling and folding.
Greg Merson in the small blind with pocket tens. We'll raise it up to 925.
I'm open up. 9 1/4. 9.25. I apologize.
Yeah, why not?
A little hood flap from Tommy Snods.
Little what? Don't worry. This is my rebuy hand right here.
Schneider now a big favorite to win this hand over Merson's tens.
Really?
600 for bet.
I really feel like rebuying. I really do.
You really feel like what?
Rebuying.
I don't think you're allowed to in the middle of the hand.
I didn't mean. I meant.
Strong move.
All right, I'm all in.
Schneider goes all in. Will not have to rebuy, at least not after that hand. Rams Head Center Stage, where we're playing tonight, usually host to great live music here at Maryland Live. For the past couple of days, the home of Poker Night in America.
Oh, Lord.
What kind of game is you run?
You don't like. Okay, there's a huge difference between like
and a 2-5 dealer's choice, where we do all funky games, and I do like on a Sunday I'll do like a $50 rebuy tournament. You know, get like 3 or 4 tables, whatever. Pays like $2K for first.
So it's just like a marathon playing a cash game.
We rake pretty good. We rake 5% to 25 max.
Because the times that you're wrong.
Depends on a bad night we'll make like 1,200. On a good night we'll make like 4,000 probably.
You probably start like 300 big blinds deep. You're not. It's not like it's the main event. It's kind of like
plus I kill the game.
Similar structure.
Plus I kill the game.
Oh yeah.
I'm in the game like all the time, and like there's like literally no even good players. I don't give any action at all, hardly. In my own game I give a little bit. I try not to kill them too much, but if I go play somebody else's game, I don't give any action, and then
900 the bet
call
from
me all the time.
Schneider.
900.
2009 when I won that seat on the Stars.
And I haven't even brought out the bacon jacket there.
Yeah, it was, I mean, I busted on day one, but I thought it was.
I'm hot as but I'm a little scared to take off the bacon jacket.
Yeah. Because yesterday you wore the bacon jacket, you won, you took it off, you started losing.
Right.
And now today you're wearing it. Good start.
I'm in a real quandary.
All right.
Almost a dealer change.
This is Gavin's favorite part.
Gavin Smith excited about the small things in life. And here comes Schneider firing again, trying to make power go away.
I think I was 5-0 yesterday.
2,000 is the bet, and quickly power is all in.
That's awesome.
Schneider wanted to rebuy, but he doesn't want to go broke with ace high.
Because I lost every single 300 that we did.
Chad Power going to scoop another sizable pot here at our cash game.
You're down to Matt, but only maybe 1 probably.
Poker Night in America is being brought to you by 888poker.com, where the world plays online.
For more from Poker Night in America, log on to our website, pokernight.com, or connect with us via Facebook or Twitter. For everyone here at Poker Night in America, I'm Chris Hansen. Poker Night is brought to you by 888 Poker, where the world plays online.
You smell sweet, yes, sweeter than you used to be, sweeter than you used to be, sweeter than you used to be. You'll be neat, yes, neater than you used to be when you get rid of EO. When you get
Good, maybe if you're in a fighting mood, you can do something about fixing up what's wrong with you. Like taking a bath regularly, for instance, with soap and